Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about the New York Knicks beating the Toronto Raptors 117-101 here in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. So the Magic and Knicks win, so they will face off in the NBA Cup semifinals. That second quarter was really the huge difference of this ball game, because back and forth first quarter, Toronto had a 39-35 lead, but then New York with a huge second quarter outscores Toronto 34-13. And the next two quarters after that, 27-25 Toronto, 23-22 New York. It was really that second quarter was a huge difference in this ball game. Jalen Brunson had a huge game. He dropped 35 tonight, hit 6 3-pointers. Their whole starting lineup had double figures. Even Jordan Clarkson had 12 off the bench. And the Raptors have kind of fallen off. You know, they had a really good start to the year. I guess it was just an insanity run. I know RJ Barrett got hurt, but Toronto had been a really good surprise to start the season, but they've really kind of fallen off. The Knicks are now 17-7. So Knicks are probably definitely going to be one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference this year. Looking forward to that NBA Cup semifinal between the Knicks and the Magic. Magic have started to play better basketball, and the Knicks are playing some good basketball right now, number 2 in the Eastern Conference. But Jalen Brunson played a large role in this victory. Obviously, it ended lopsided, really, because of that second quarter. Brunson scored 35 points, with 20 coming in the first quarter alone. He shot 13 of 19 from the field, 6 of 9 from behind the arc, and recording also 4 assists in this ball game. The contest literally didn't seem as though it would become a blowout. Obviously, I thought it would be a pretty good game. I mean, the Raptors had a 39-35 lead over the Knicks at the end of the first quarter, largely due to 17 points from Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 31, but nobody else really showed up in this game, I guess, besides Jamal Shead. New York's defense improved in the second quarter, though. The Knicks outscored them 34-13, highlighted really by the 19-4 run to open that quarter. What is happening? Oh, my Lord. Fuck this shit. New York pushed its overall lead to 24 points early in the second quarter and never looked back, as Toronto ultimately wasn't able to cut the deficit to single digits at any point during the remainder of this ball game. The game was really over. Josh Hart was also a key contributor. Alongside Bronson, he scored 21 points on 8 of 11 shooting while connecting on 4 threes. He also had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Made his presence felt. Carlton Towns just shot 4 of 11, made his presence felt by pulling down 16 boards and 2 blocks. For the Raptors, Ingram finished with 31, 11 of 18 shooting. The rest of Toronto's rotation struggled offensively. They entered the game with 43, 28, and 66 shooting splits as a team, committing 14 turnovers. And now New York will face, they head to Las Vegas to face the Magic in the Cup semis on Saturday, which should be a fun game there. Let's go over the stats here. The Knicks scored 117 points. They improved 17-7. They had 35 in the first quarter, 34 in the second quarter, 25 in the third quarter, and 23 in the fourth quarter. 35 from Bronson, 15 from Bridges, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 6 for 14. Josh Hart, 8 of 11, 21 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Cat, 14 points, 16 rebounds, 2 blocks. The original gangster, OG Anunoby, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Clarkson had 12 off the bench. Knicks had 35 in the first quarter, 34 in the second quarter, 25 in the third quarter, and 23 in the fourth quarter. The Raptors had 39 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter, 27 in the third quarter, 22 in the fourth quarter. They fall to 15 and 11. The only guy really showed up offensively tonight was Brandon Ingram, 31 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 11 of 18, 3 of 5 from 3. Scotty Barnes, 13 points, 6 for 18. Jakob Poeltl, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of 7 from the field. Ochai Agbaji, 3 points, 1 for 4. Jamal Shead, 18 points, 8 assists, 6 for 15, 4 for 11. From the only other guy I guess showed it was Jamal Shead. Colin Murray Boyle, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Jacoby Walter had 13 points. Nothing else notable. Jonathan Mogbo, 3 points. Mamukashvili, 2 points. How the fuck you say that name? The Raptors shot 43 from the field, 29 from 3, 67 from the line. The Knicks shot 53 from the field, 46 from 3, made 16 of their 35 threes, 61 from the line. They had 48 rebounds, only had 13 turnovers. Raptors also had 13 turnovers, 37 rebounds, 28 assists, while the Knicks had 19. But Jalen Brunson was red hot tonight. Josh Hart contributed. And Cat pulled down a lot of boards. A great defensive effort by the Knicks after that first quarter. And the offense was really damn good in the first half. But yeah, that's all to say for this game, really. 117-101 the final. Let's move on to the... I'm going to do another MLB news because there was some more news that dropped while... after I recorded the news video earlier. So we're going to do a second MLB news. So let's get into it. So if you just tuned in for this basketball video, leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace. So let's get to this little portion of the last of the MLB news for today. So stove got a bit hot. The Tigers, they were closing in on an agreement with free agent right-hander Kyle Finnegan. 2 years, $19 million for Kyle Finnegan. And it kind of felt like he was going to re-sign there. So yeah, the Orioles have had, in quote, steady communication with the Nationals and starting pitcher Mackenzie Gore. Morosi notes that while communication has been steady, there's no indication that a deal is close. Orioles are certainly appear to be aggressive in upgrading their roster, I guess. The Orioles will probably be in discussions, but probably nothing will happen. The trade market for D-backs infielder Ketel Marte is, in quote, heating up, per John Heyman. I have a feeling he's going to get traded at some point. The Red Sox have discussed a... What is happening? Grog, fuck off. What is happening? The Red Sox have discussed a trade with the Rangers involving shortstop Corey Seager. And I don't believe that. But that's something. I guess that's a rumor that I don't think will end up being true. The Giants, Mariners, and Royals are among the teams expressing interest in St. Louis Cardinals infielder Brandon Donovan. Trade talks involving Marlins starting pitcher Edward Cabrera are, in quote, heating up. Rosenthal knows the Orioles are among the teams involved in the market for Cabrera, and their asking price is high. The Orioles need to get something done. The Pirates made a deal. Gregory Soto. Wow. Gregory Soto. Phenomenal stuff. And there's a little bit of news here with my Dodgers. I intentionally saved that for the end. The Dodgers are seeking the shorter-term high AAV contract with top free agent Kyle Tucker. They can include opt-outs, even one after the first season. They would entertain signing him to a 3 to 4 year deal with a high AAV per Katie Wu. They are reportedly unlikely to offer him a 6-7 year deal. I'm sorry, when I say 6-7, gotta do it. But yeah, the only way the Dodgers, and also the latest call from The Athletic, suggests that nothing is off the table for the Dodgers, including the possibility of trading for Tarek Skubal. There was some tweet by some dude on Twitter that like a deal's done and someone had to sign off on it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but they remain in the mix for Kyle Tucker. We'll see. But yeah, it's kind of the MLB, latest MLB. So yeah, that's all to say. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Have a good night.